Welcome to my channel. Before you do anything else, make one promise to yourself. Do not leave this video until the very end. What you are about to hear is not just another motivational speech, it is a complete mental reset. The next few minutes could change the way you think, the way you act, and the way you build your future. Imagine waking up 1 year from today with unshakable confidence, powerful discipline, a calm mind, and a life that looks nothing like the one you are living today. That future is not reserved for lucky people. It belongs to those who train their minds before they try to change their lives. Most people think success starts with money, talent, or opportunity. They are wrong. Success begins with the conversations you have inside your own mind every single day. If your thoughts are weak, your actions become weak. If your thoughts are powerful, your actions become unstoppable. Stay with me until the end because every lesson in this video builds on the previous one, and together they will give you a mindset that very few people ever develop. This video will improve your English while strengthening your thinking, helping you learn powerful vocabulary, natural expressions, and life-changing ideas at the same time. Now, let's begin. The first lesson is simple but powerful. Master your mind before your mind masters you. Your greatest enemy is not outside your door. It lives inside your head. Every morning, your mind tries to convince you to choose comfort instead of growth. It tells you to sleep longer instead of waking up early. It tells you to avoid difficult work instead of facing challenges. It tells you to stay silent instead of speaking with confidence. It tells you to wait for tomorrow instead of starting today. Your brain is designed to protect you, not to make you successful. It prefers safety over greatness because thousands of years ago, survival mattered more than achievement. But the modern world rewards people who can control those natural instincts instead of obeying them. Winners understand this secret. They know they cannot believe every thought that enters their mind. Instead, they question negative thoughts and replace them with stronger ones. When fear says, "You can't," they answer, "I will learn." When doubt says, "You're not ready," they answer, "I become ready by taking action." This is how mental strength is built. It is not built during easy moments. It is built every time you choose discipline over comfort. You will still feel fear. You will still feel tired. You will still experience uncertainty. But you refuse to let those feelings decide your future. Your emotions become passengers, not drivers. Think about elite athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and people who achieve extraordinary results. They are not fearless. They simply refuse to let fear become the leader of their lives. They train themselves to keep moving even when motivation disappears. They understand that discipline is far more reliable than motivation because motivation changes every day, but discipline stays when feelings disappear. Imagine your mind as a wild horse. If you never train it, it runs wherever it wants, dragging you toward comfort, excuses, and distraction. But when you patiently train that horse every day, it becomes your greatest strength, carrying you toward every goal you set. The same is true for your mind. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you become mentally stronger. Every time you finish a task instead of quitting halfway, you teach your brain that you are the leader. Every time you replace an excuse with action, you build another brick in the foundation of your future. This is why successful people appear different. They are not different because they were born stronger. They became stronger because they repeated the right decisions again and again until those decisions became habits. When your mind says, "Stop," ask yourself, is this real danger or is this just discomfort? Most of the time, it is only discomfort, and discomfort is where growth begins. Every new skill feels uncomfortable. Every important dream feels difficult. Every meaningful change requires effort before it becomes easy. Instead of running away from discomfort, successful people walk toward it because they know it is the doorway to a better life. From today, make one decision that can change everything. Stop negotiating with your excuses. Stop asking your emotions for permission. Become the commander of your own mind. Speak to yourself with confidence. Replace weak thoughts with powerful beliefs. Build habits that make your future stronger than your past. Remember this truth for the rest of your life. Your greatest victory will never be over another person. Your greatest victory will always be over the voice inside your own head that tells you to give up. The day you master that voice is the day you begin becoming the person you are always capable of becoming. Every successful life is built on one decision repeated every single day. That decision is choosing action over excuses. Most people spend years waiting for the perfect moment. They believe they need more confidence, more money, more knowledge, or more support before they begin. But the perfect moment never arrives because perfection is only an illusion created by fear. Winners understand that progress always begins with imperfect action. They know that every expert was once a beginner, every confident speaker once struggled with simple words, and every successful person once faced uncertainty. They simply refuse to let fear become their permanent home. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" they ask, "What if this is the opportunity that changes my life?" That single question shifts their focus from doubt to possibility. Think about every great achievement in history. None of them happened because someone waited until they felt completely ready. They happened because someone chose courage over comfort. The truth is that your future is being shaped by the choices you make today, not by the dreams you imagine tomorrow. Every book you read strengthens your knowledge. Every new word you learn improves your communication. Every workout builds your health. Every challenge you face increases your confidence. These small actions may seem ordinary today, but over time, they create extraordinary results. This is why successful people trust the process even when they cannot yet see the outcome. They understand that growth is often invisible before it becomes obvious. Just like a seed grows beneath the ground before anyone sees a tree, your success is developing long before other people notice it. Many people quit because they cannot see immediate progress. They expect life to reward them after only a few days of effort. When that reward does not arrive quickly, they lose motivation and return to old habits. Winners think differently. They know that consistency is more powerful than intensity. It is better to improve a little every day than to work hard once and quit the next week. This mindset creates lasting success because small improvements repeated daily become remarkable achievements. Another habit of mentally strong people is controlling what they can control. They stop wasting energy worrying about things beyond their influence. They cannot control other people's opinions, unexpected events, or mistakes from the past, but they can always control their attitude, effort, preparation, and response. This simple shift creates peace because they no longer allow outside events to control their emotions. They become responsible for their own progress instead of blaming circumstances. Responsibility is not a burden. It is freedom because the moment you accept responsibility, you also accept the power to change. Every morning becomes a new opportunity to improve instead of another excuse to complain. Successful people also protect their minds from negativity. They know that the words they hear repeatedly become the beliefs they eventually accept. That is why they choose positive influences, inspiring books, educational videos, and people who encourage growth instead of constant criticism. They understand that the environment around them shapes the future inside them. If you surround yourself with hope, discipline becomes easier. If you surround yourself with excuses, quitting becomes normal. Choose your environment carefully because it is quietly shaping the person you will become. Another powerful lesson is learning to trust yourself before expecting others to trust you. Many people wait for encouragement before taking action. Winners encourage themselves. They celebrate small victories, learn from mistakes, and keep moving forward without needing constant approval. They understand that confidence is earned through action, not through waiting. Every challenge they overcome becomes proof that they are stronger than yesterday. Every obstacle becomes another lesson instead of another excuse. When failure appears, they do not see it as the end of the journey. They see it as valuable information showing them how to improve. They ask better questions. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" they ask, "What can this experience teach me?" Those questions lead to growth instead of frustration. Remember this truth as you continue your journey. Your life changes the moment you stop waiting for perfect conditions and start creating progress with whatever you have today. You already possess the ability to begin. You already have the power to choose one better habit, one stronger thought, and one courageous action. Those small decisions will slowly transform your identity until one day you look back and realize that the person you once dreamed of becoming has quietly become your reality. The next stage of growth begins when you realize that your greatest competition is not another person. It is the version of yourself that still believes excuses are stronger than action. Every morning you have two choices. You can become the person who repeats yesterday, or you can become the person who creates tomorrow. Winners never waste energy comparing themselves with others because they understand that every person has a different journey, a different starting point, and a different challenge to overcome. Instead of looking sideways, they look forward. They ask themselves one powerful question every day: how can I become a little better than I was yesterday? That simple habit changes everything. Improvement does not happen through giant leaps, it happens through small victories repeated with patience. One extra page read today becomes knowledge tomorrow. One new English sentence spoken today becomes confidence next month. One healthy decision today becomes a stronger body next year. Success is never created by one extraordinary moment. It is created by thousands of ordinary moments handled with extraordinary discipline. This is why mentally strong people never underestimate small actions. They know that every habit is casting a vote for the person they are becoming. Every positive decision strengthens their identity. Every excuse weakens it. Eventually, those daily votes create a completely different life. Another important truth is that failure is not your enemy. Quitting is. Failure is simply feedback. It shows you what needs improvement, what skills need more practice, and what habits need to change. Every successful entrepreneur has experienced rejection. Every great athlete has lost important competitions. Every confident speaker has made embarrassing mistakes. The difference is that they never allowed temporary failure to become a permanent identity. They learned the lesson, adjusted their approach, and continued moving forward. That mindset transforms disappointment into wisdom. It teaches you that every obstacle contains a hidden opportunity if you are willing to search for it. Fear also changes when you understand its true purpose. Fear is not always telling you to stop. Sometimes fear is simply telling you that you are entering unfamiliar territory where growth is waiting. The first conversation in a new language feels uncomfortable. The first presentation feels frightening. The first business idea feels risky. But every skill that now feels natural once felt impossible. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is choosing action while fear is still present. Every courageous step makes the next one easier. Confidence grows through evidence, and evidence is created by action. This is why winners move before they feel completely confident. They know confidence follows action, not the other way around. Another powerful lesson is learning to value time above comfort. Time is the one resource that cannot be replaced. Money can be earned again, opportunities can return, possessions can be rebuilt. But every minute that passes is gone forever. Successful people treat their time like a priceless investment. They plan their days with intention. They remove unnecessary distractions. They spend more time learning than complaining, more time creating than consuming, and more time building than blaming. They understand that every hour used wisely becomes another brick in the foundation of their future. They also choose their relationships carefully because the people around them influence the quality of their thinking. Positive people inspire discipline, growth, and hope. Negative people often encourage excuses, fear, and comfort. Your environment silently shapes your future, so choose people who challenge you to become stronger rather than those who encourage you to remain the same. Remember that your dreams deserve protection. Protect them from doubt, from negativity, and from your own temptation to quit too soon. There will be days when progress feels invisible, when results seem far away, and when giving up appears easier than continuing. Those are the moments that define your future. Ordinary people stop. Extraordinary people continue. They trust that every small effort is building something greater than they can currently see. They understand that consistency always defeats occasional enthusiasm because discipline survives long after motivation disappears. As you continue this journey, remind yourself that your future is not being decided by luck. It is being created by the thoughts you believe, the habits you repeat, the choices you make, and the courage you show every single day. The stronger your mindset becomes, the stronger your actions become. The stronger your actions become, the brighter your future becomes. Keep moving forward with patience, determination, and faith in your own ability, because every step you take today is bringing you closer to the life you once believed was only a dream. The final step on this journey is understanding that greatness is not something you find, it is something you build every single day through your decisions. Too many people spend their lives searching for a secret that does not exist. They believe there is a shortcut, a lucky opportunity, or a perfect moment that will suddenly transform everything. But the truth is much simpler and much more powerful. Your future is created by the habits you repeat when nobody is watching. It is created by the promises you keep to yourself when nobody is encouraging you. It is created by the courage to continue when the results have not yet appeared. Winners understand that success is never an accident. It is the natural result of consistent discipline, clear thinking, and daily improvement. They wake up each morning knowing they have another opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more capable than they were yesterday. They refuse to allow fear, excuses, or temporary failure to define who they are. Instead, they define themselves through action. Every challenge becomes another chance to grow. Every mistake becomes another lesson. Every difficult season becomes another opportunity to prove that their commitment is greater than their comfort. One of the greatest gifts you can give yourself is believing that your best days are still ahead of you. Never allow your past to become a prison that limits your future. Your mistakes do not define your identity. Your failures do not determine your destiny. They are simply chapters in your story, not the ending. Every sunrise brings a new opportunity to make a better decision, build a stronger habit, and move one step closer to the person you were created to become. This is why successful people never stop learning. They remain curious, humble, and willing to improve because they know growth has no finish line. They read books that challenge their thinking. They practice skills that expand their abilities. They ask questions that increase their understanding. They welcome feedback because they value improvement more than protecting their ego. Every day becomes another investment in the future they are creating. Remember that your words also shape your reality. The way you speak to yourself matters. Replace statements like, I can't, with, I am learning. Replace, I'm not ready, with, I become ready by practicing. Replace, it's impossible, with, I will find a way. Your brain listens to the language you repeat, and over time, those words become your beliefs. Choose words that build confidence instead of fear. Choose thoughts that create hope instead of doubt. Choose actions that move you forward instead of holding you back. Most importantly, believe that you are capable of far more than you currently imagine. Human potential is rarely limited by ability. It is usually limited by belief. The moment you begin believing that growth is possible, your actions begin changing, your habits improve, your confidence grows. Your opportunities expand because you finally give yourself permission to become more. That is how transformation begins. Not with one giant decision, but with many small decisions made consistently over time. As this journey comes to an end, remember the lessons you have learned. Master your mind before it masters you. Take action instead of waiting for perfect conditions. Trust the process even when progress feels slow. Replace negative thinking with empowering beliefs. Stop comparing yourself with others and focus on becoming better than you were yesterday. Value your time because every moment is shaping your future. Accept responsibility because responsibility gives you the power to change. Learn continuously because knowledge creates opportunity. Face fear with courage because growth always lives outside your comfort zone. Build daily habits that support the life you want instead of the life you are trying to escape. If you practice these principles consistently, your English will improve, your confidence will grow, your discipline will become stronger, and your mindset will develop into one that refuses to quit. One day, people may ask how you became so confident, so focused, and so determined. They will think your success happened suddenly, but you will know the truth. It happened one decision at a time, one habit at a time, one lesson at a time. Before this video ends, make one promise to yourself. Promise that today is not just another day of feeling inspired. Promise that today is the day you begin taking action. Promise that you will no longer allow fear to control your future. Promise that you will keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in the person you are becoming. Thank you for staying until the end. If this message inspired you, share it with someone who needs encouragement today. Subscribe for more motivational English lessons designed to strengthen both your language and your mindset. Remember, your greatest transformation begins with one thought, one habit, and one action. Your future is waiting, your potential is unlimited, and the best time to become the strongest version of yourself is not tomorrow, not next week, but right now. Keep moving forward, keep believing, and I'll see you in the next lesson.